So here we go, Return of the Jedi, the last of the original Star Wars trilogy, and we'll talk about it, I guess. Return of the Jedi is the last of the original Star Wars trilogy. So in this movie, Luke and Leia and everyone else is going to rescue Han from Jabba the Hutt's palace on Tatooine, and then their plan is to go from there to hopefully go and stop Darth Vader once and for all, bring an end to the Empire and bring peace to the galaxy. This movie, some people treat it like it's absolute crap, some people definitely treat it as everyone's least favorite, and does it deserve that? To an extent. Is it my least favorite of the original trilogy? Yeah. Is it the weakest of the original trilogy? Yeah. Is it complete crap? No, not by any means. There's a lot of good in this movie. There's bad, but there's still a lot of good. The acting in this movie is great, and I love returning to these characters, and they're changing more again. Leia and Han. You know, Leia's got to rescue Han now, and Han, pretty damn awesome in this movie, as always. I love Harrison Ford. Hey, it's me. We got Luke. Luke is a Jedi Master now. He's a badass. He's got the black clothes, the black robe. You will take me to Jabba now. He's just a hard ass. He's got the green lightsaber. He is a Jedi Master. He is not to be messed with. And he's going to take it to Darth Vader and kick some ass. And then we've got Yoda here. My favorite character from Empire Strikes Back. One of my favorite Star Wars characters. Yoda. He's back. To crawl off and die is so disappointing because he just shows up. We're 900 years old. You reach. Look as good you will not. Not that I hate that Yoda dies, but it's just so rushed. He shows up and he's gone. Poof, he's dead. And they do that with a lot of stuff in this movie. The problem with this movie is a lot of it's rushed, and a lot of things just feel like just get it in there and move on. Yeah, it's rushed. It's just they don't take their time enough with certain aspects in this movie, and some things it's like there's some stuff that really you need to take your time on, and you're not quite. You're rushing to do all this stuff because you got to wrap up this entire series. It's like, damn, slow it down. Speaking of rush, the Empire is rushing to make a new Death Star because the first one worked out so well for everyone. And now, with this one, it's like, we'll do it again and we'll do better, right? Not quite. It's actually unfortunate because in this one of the plots, there's like the plot with Luke and Vader, then there's Leia and Han and them on Endor, and then there's the space battle with the Millennium Falcon. We got Lando Neem Num. I can't do an impression of him. But we got Admiral Akbar. It's a trap! And what are they doing? They're trying to take out the second Death Star, and in the process kill like hundreds, if not thousands, of innocent contractors that are just trying to do a job, build the new Death Star, and they die. So the logic there seems kind of like, it seems odd that you'd do that again. We got the Ewoks, which aren't necessarily a negative. I don't mind that they put Ewoks in the movie. You want to have cute teddy bears that can't blink? That's kind of creepy. But yeah, I get it. They're teddy bears. And you know what? Try appeal to children. I can't necessarily say that's a bad idea. These movies are technically made for children, even though adults like them way more than children. So to try to appeal them and give them something that, listen, we've had a lot of creepy, gross things. Let's have something very cute. Sure, why not? But the problem is the way they use them. Like, there's going to be a battle on Endor where stormtroopers, dudes in armor, are getting taken out by Ewoks throwing rocks at them. Like, that's stupid. That's actually stupid. Now, when the walkers and stuff are getting crushed by logs, smashing into their heads and stuff, that's okay. But, like, when you see the Ewoks with, like, bolos basically made of rocks throwing at them, it's like, wah! And that's how you take out a stormtrooper? No, man. Those little teddy bears would get their asses kicked. I'm just saying. That. And I also don't like one of my favorite characters, Boba Fett. Everyone loves Boba Fett. He was underused, but he was badass and awesome with the very little he did. And in this one, he's there, we're enjoying him, and then just gone. Just shot out into the Sarlacc pit. Boba Fett where? Poof. Ah! Gone. Like, really, Lucas? Don't do that. They basically just undervalued his popularity, like, it's Boba Fett, who cares? No, we liked him. And Lucas clearly didn't learn. Darth Maul, same thing. And it's like, damn, I'm hoping there's all these, like, expanded universe movies now where it's like, we'll have spin-offs, one-offs, Boba Fett movie, let's do it. He got out of the Sarlacc pit, and I don't care what he's doing. Just give us an awesome movie where we get to have Boba Fett be awesome. Yeah, there's the problem with the movie. Things are getting rushed. We're not being able to enjoy things as much as we should. They're just rushing, underusing characters and getting rid of them. But we're getting some awesome stuff too. You know, Jabba the Hutt, a disgusting creation, and it looks really good. It's practical. It's just disgusting frog-eating, green meth-smoking. He's just disgusting. Really, you don't eat food while watching this movie because you're going to see Jabba the Hutt and you're not going to be hungry anymore. I want to bring up the Blu-ray changes really quick. Jedi rocks. They decided to put in the song and dance number, and if you watch the original Star Wars with the Blu-ray changes, are upset because of like added CG changes with characters in the background and stuff, and Han not shooting first. This is the most upsetting of all of it. You got CG characters singing this shitty song, and they're getting up in your face like this. Did that annoy you right now? Because it sure as fuck annoyed me when I was watching the movie, and CG characters are yelling in my face, like, I don't know what they were saying. I repressed the fucking song from my memory, but it's awful. And the fact that he thought that was good shows that George Lucas doesn't exactly have the best judgment all the time, and he clearly didn't need all those yes men supporting everything he did. So yeah, that was bad. But also we got the Rancor. The Rancor is awesome, and Luke, as the badass he is, he has to fight the Rancor. And then they go to get put in the Sarlacc pit and all that I mentioned. And there's another problem, is some of the effects, like blue screen, stuff like that, does not look as good as the other two movies. You watch Star Wars or Empire Strikes Back, the blue screen effects in there weren't used that often, but when they were, they looked better, and this looks less convincing. It's like, dang it, because it really points out, like, I can see the line where the blue screen ends and the actors begin. It sticks out to me. Let's talk about some more good stuff. Luke and Vader, when they get their lightsaber fight, this might probably be the best fight in all the Star Wars trilogy, because it's so emotionally fulfilling and gratifying. You're seeing Luke. Now we know that Vader's his dad, so it's father and son fighting each other, and he's struggling. Luke is struggling because he has to be sure not to go too far, because if he strikes him down and kills him out of rage and all that, he's on the path to becoming Darth Vader. He could become Vader. He could give in to the dark side, and then so he's struggling with that, and the Emperor knows, and he's playing on, go on and kill him, and the Emperor. I love that one shot. Luke and Vader's lightsabers cross, and the Emperor's in the middle like, ha ha ha, yes. That's awesome. And the fight, it's great. And the part where Luke just takes the lightsaber. Where's the goddamn lightsaber? Come here. You have to show this. He's fighting Vader. He gets reckless and upset and all pure anger, just striking him down. Cuts his hand off, and then he's like, I'm becoming Vader. That's such a great moment. He emotionally looks at his own hand like, yeah. So it can have high points like that, and then it can also have low points, like when they get to Endor. Before that, I forgot to mention, they get like kidnapped by the Ewoks, and they're gonna cook them alive, and then Luke uses the Force, and C-3PO is flying like, oh my, oh, and they think he's a god. It's like that whole segment for me, it's like the stormtrooper on the land speeder that crashes into a tree. It's going and it stops, and it just like drags. The movie has a segment where it's just like, I don't care about anything here. Everything I'm watching right now, take all this, crumple it up, and throw it. I don't want it in the movie. I could live without it. And then there's the scene Luke's talking to Leia. It's like, Darth Vader's my dad, and I'm your brother. We made out that one time. And also Darth Vader's your dad, who blew up your planet. Putting it out there. And sadly, she did not play off it perfectly. She didn't get a moment like, well, that's just fucked up. That could have been a huge emotional scene that really we get to see her character react to that, and that would have been perfect. And it did not achieve that. It did not do what it really should have. It felt like they really underplayed it as like, just, yeah, whatever. So that's a bummer. Like, really, that was something. The movie has scenes where it's just, this should be way better than it is. They did not perfectly capture what they were trying to do. And that's why this movie's so disappointing. You have such potential, and then they just kind of did not achieve it. Do I like a lot about it? Yeah. There are problems. I just talked about all of them. You know what's funny? I was almost about to wrap this up, but there's one more thing I have to mention, and I actually slapped myself for forgetting to mention it sooner. Slave Leia. So I'd give Return of the Jedi a B+. I still enjoy it quite a bit, but yeah, the movie, it drags at points and just things don't work how they should, and it's a problem. Not a super serious destroy the movie problem, but a problem nonetheless. So comment below, tell me you thought of Return of the Jedi, and what's your favorite original Star Wars trilogy movie? I'm pretty sure it's going to be the first or second child. No, the third child is like the ginger kid that everyone's just kind of like, you're good, but you're an underachiever. So yeah, comment below, tell me all about that. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.